Hey, how you doing? Ignacio here. So welcome to the YouTube channel. And I wanted to share with you some of my structures and how I do this training coming up. Now, I want to share a few things, especially what is that I'm thinking for my next build, what I'm looking forward to train, and what is that I'm doing. So let me show you a little bit on what are the things I'm talking about. So before on our mesocycle before we did a lot of front shoulders and I added a lot of muscle groups. That was part of my progress. It was I began with one muscle group, then two, then three, and this just adding a lot of muscle groups in order to do hypertrophy and strength, and mixing a lot of these styles, methods, and training styles as well. So in this particular week is more of a resting week, and I just finished with my front shoulders, and I think I had them really good. So now I'm going in a bit of a resting, but I don't really do resting weeks. What I want to do on this week is to start developing my future mesocycle and seeing how the exercises are feeling. How's everything that I haven't done as much throughout these weeks because I was focusing on different muscle groups. So I'm going to be targeting some other ones and start seeing how I feel. Now, part of the things like I want to show you something like this. So I took a picture. This is not at the very end, but somewhere in the middle, and I noticed my back or my left side is showing a little bit more. Maybe it's just the way that I am doing it. I'm not a perfect at posing, and so, but I am noticing a little bit of imbalances here. Like my left side is just more developed than my right, and so now I want to develop something into. I want to start targeting this midsection a lot more. At the bottom here, I'm holding some water. Obviously, I'm adding a lot more food at this stage. I'm trying to. I'm going up on the weeks and on the failure weeks, so I'm adding a little more calories. And this is the part where the water just likes to hang out over there. So that's one of the pictures, and this is what's going. This is why, first of all, you want to take pictures, and you want to make sure that we know what we're training, what's going to be the future, and it's always about developing and progressing. I'm already going to the gym for my health, for my fitness. I enjoy fitness. I just go to the gym and I love it. So now putting everything on a strategy, on a really structure, and what I'm going to be doing is really changed everything because now, as I set everything up, everything is already organized and structured, and it's actually what I want to target. So I want to target this midsection here. I noticed also my posterior delts, they've actually been doing really well, but I want to target them a little bit more. We'll see. I did too many muscle groups, so now I'm gonna try to cut back on exercises as well. On days I was doing 6 times a week, I want to cut down to 4 because I want to add more weight. Instead of adding a lot more food, I'm going to cut down a little bit on training. I'm not sure how's that going to go. I'm on the end of my failure week, so I'm feeling pretty tired. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing is this week I'm going to check to see how everything feels, how I'm doing, and then I'm going to make a decision on how I'm going to create it. Now this is another picture from the front just to see if I have to target anything. We did biceps prior to that, so biceps came out really, really good, doing really good with the arms. The front shoulders was the one of the things we targeted this time. We need to hit traps a little more. That's fine. Abs is not a big deal. We hold in water, so that's no problem. Legs, actually, since we did the legs with strength training, we did really well. The goal was to hit 315. We got 295, and I would have got 315. Just felt my hip acting up a little bit, and I didn't want to risk it. That's fine. We have time. I'll be back to the gym, so no problem. And this is the picture with the shoulder at the end. So I think we got them pretty good here. Obviously, this really good pump at the very end, failure weeks. So yeah, they're showing up really well, and I'm happy how everything so far is doing. So that's what we have, and then this is the from the front side. Sometimes, man, I take these pictures and I feel like you know it doesn't make it justice. But I can see the cut. I can see everything just coming out. I mean, it's really good. I'm so happy with uh, with the whole cycle and how I've been training it. and development too. Because for me, this part here is just very hard. I can't believe I'm seeing it because it was just so hard to get that muscle group out. It's just almost impossible. Not impossible. We got it. So now let's check out what I built, what I have. So this is part of the app that I built. This is obviously my personal one. And we're gonna be, as you can see, I'm already trying to target more muscle groups. I want to target the posterior deltoids, but mid back is gonna be the first one. And this week is just going to see what I'm gonna be adding and taking off and seeing if the actual workouts are actually um, good, if they're actually going to be working. So the first one is going to be this one. We're going to do the neutral pull down, and this one is going to target right on that mid back, like the teres major and around that area. And the last, of course, that's what I want. So this one here, this one is not it, the lower back. I'm going to change this exercise. I'm going to do a wide grip barbell with the cables, more like a row on the midsection. So I don't have it. I'm going to film it and get that one going. And then we're going to be doing a little bit of chest. We haven't targeted the chest as well. We did that on the last, what was the last one? Last mesocycle. It was close. I think it was the last one. But I want to get back into dumbbells. I haven't done dumbbells in a while. So dumbbells is going to be the next one for this one. Chest, shoulders. And that's going to be our first day. So this is the structure on how I'm going to be targeting the muscle groups that I want, the muscle groups that I just want to hold on to. We're not really developing, but we want to maintain it. So our RPE is going to be at 8. We're going to be doing at 10 to 12 reps in this one. So just trying to always figure out how, this is the website side. I don't know how to get back without going all the way back. Let's see if I can do this. So yeah. So then I want to make sure that I'm targeting some of the muscle groups I haven't done, and the ones that I did, I want to make sure I keep targeting, but not as much. We're going back to maybe 5 sets. I like to keep him at 8 sets at least. And RPE are 8. I know I should start at 7, and a lot of programs do start at 7. I like to stay at 8. I feel more comfortable at 8. I like to train hard myself, but I also know the limits on. I pay the price on going into changing some things at the very end and strong immune system. So yes, but I like to start RP 8. Now we're going to be changing into hack squat. We did the squats and we got to 295 on a single lift. Again, really good. So now we're just gonna not necessarily chill, but we're gonna get the legs really well on hack squat. And now we're gonna incorporate our main lift. The strength lift is gonna be deadlifts. I haven't done deadlifts in a long time, so because I'm targeting the back, it's gonna be good. So really well positioned here. And what I like to do on this one is to go at 80% of my max first. And we're going to do a 10 to 12, more of a heavier reps, just to get a good adaptation into this exercise. And then on my 5th day, a couple of days later, we'll do not a max out, but a higher percentage. So for legs, we're going to be doing lunges, and then we're going to be targeting arms. And then we're going to take a rest day. And we're going to go back into, again, this is just with the website. I don't know why I don't have a little arrow to go back. So we have 4 and 5. Now our next one, we're going to go into back again. So I want to go into, I have it with the assistant pull-ups, but obviously I'm not using the assistant. If anything, I'm trying to add weight. Just want to make sure that I do it correctly. And I'm not going to go as wide on this one. Well, actually, maybe I will. Again, this is the week that I'm going to be trying a couple of things, grips, and see where it feels the best and where I can target it the most. So maybe going on a wide grip is going to be the best. I'm going to be able to target it right on that midsection, right on the teres major. And so I'm going to try a few grips and see how it goes. And this one, and then we're going to go into this one that I've been wanting to do for a while, right on that area. So the stretch wide row, this one's going to be awesome. can't wait to do that one. We go into the T-bar row. We have done this once in a while. Like most of the, I really like this one because it's very complete. We're already doing deadlifts, so it's targeting quite a bit on the back. And now we're going back into posterior deltoids and shoulders. Now we did a lot of shoulders this time, but I'm gonna do dumbbells. So we're changing it, and we just going into dumbbells this time. No barbells, no crazy heavy lifts. So we got one more day. See what we got. One more day, and this is what I like about this, though, that I already have it set up, and the whole week I just show up. I look at what I have to do. I can look at the day before and just see what I have to do. No brainer. So we're starting with deadlifts, the heavy lift. As you can see, we're doing 85% on this day, and we're doing an 8, 5, and 3. 8 reps, 5 reps, and then 3 reps. So a little heavier this day. We already got an adaptation a couple of days prior to that. So we should be good. This is one of my other favorites. Doing triceps, double dumbbells, really awesome. And then we're going to be doing triceps extensions with the ropes. Well, yeah, this one is going to be just a nice little warm up for the heavier one. So I'm setting myself up into the heavier one for the heavy tricep extension, followed by a bicep curl with the cables. Again, I usually go pretty heavy on this one because I target quite a bit the triceps, and that is the idea, to go heavy now on the biceps. And we'll see how it goes, how I feel it. Maybe I change it. This is not how I'm going to set up everything, but this is the time where I want to try new exercises, new things. This is the time to do it. No, not when I'm in mid, when I already set everything up and I'm already working for development. That should be in everything set up. And this is the time now that I'm setting everything up. So this is the part, exactly that. I'm going to shut this off. And that's the app. So this is the part where I'm trying new exercises, new things. Maybe I change a couple of days. It has happened before to where I will go in the days and I have everything planned. And then I decided, it's better if I switch arms this day and I switch to this. So it's not a final decision, but it is a base of what I want to try and develop. I may try different exercises throughout the week as well with the back and see where I feel it better. And then at the end of the week, I say, all right, so out of everything, I'm going to put this here, change it here, and then we go for development. And that's how I've been structuring these workouts, and that's how I put it together. Not only just in my head that it will be awesome to have this, and this, but actually see how I feel in the moment. Because so I have a lot of experience doing the exercises, right? 20 plus years training. And doing the same exercises, it doesn't feel the same all of the time. Sometimes I just don't feel the engagement really well. I can't get a pump. The grips. I mean, there's a lot of things. But maybe after the next mesocycle, that exercise will feel amazing. And that is the go-to exercise. So right now I need to go and try and see how it feels, how the body's responding, what I need to do in terms of adjusting foods, calories, and everything, because not all mesocycles are the same. Notice that we're not doing heavy legs here. So I may have more of a recovery from these workouts. Obviously, I will, because it's more of a resting week, but I have to plan ahead a little bit on how it's going to go. So maybe I can actually add more exercises or more sets a little bit earlier, just because I will have more recovery. Before, we did a lot of squats. And for me, squats, they take a lot of my will, my soul. So I don't know how we will be with deadlifts. So this is what I'm trying to say. That it's not just in your head. And when I create a workout, it's not just creating it and it will be awesome. It's creating it and trying it and see how you feel, how everything goes, and then from there we make a decision and boom. Then we start developing and getting results. And that is the whole plan. So this is how I've been structuring a lot of the workouts, how I started to see insane results. And more than anything, tracking all of my fitness progress. So as you can see here, I keep saying the number one thing is you have to track everything. So I did 8 reps with the 15. Well, that was a bad example. The 15 pounds 8 reps. Uh, 150 pounds. So 15 pounds 8 reps. That's what I got last. So now I know what I need to do to progress, right? So I need to hit at least 9 reps. So my rep range is at 10 to 12. If I want to hit 20 pounds, I need to hit 12 reps with perfect form. That's my goal, and that's what my mentality will be when I hit that exercise. So I'm always progressing within the progression of the setup of the workouts, the structure. We can keep going forever, going like this. I just wanted to show you a little bit on what's coming up next. What I'm working on is going to be the mid back. Maybe I'll add another muscle group. I just want to make sure that I'm targeting that one and it's going to be enough. Or maybe I need to change a few things, add more sets at the beginning just to see how we will feel. Because one thing I will mention, one thing is feeling it at the beginning. Everything feels really good that you can just add things really quickly. But once we start really ramping up and getting into the failure weeks, that's when it gets really hard and you start really not wanting to to exercise at some point. And well, that's when we get into the failure weeks to where pumps start to not be as good. So we have to regulate things. So how we structure everything, it really matters. Not at the beginning, but really at the end, because we want to maximize the gains as much as we can. So we have to have this great fatigue, or we need to have this recovery so we can manage fatigue really well. And this is a big part. It's not just adding exercises, it's understanding that some of these exercises, and if you put them wrong or if you do them too heavy, it can mess you up for the progression and for the muscle groups that you actually want. And the other ones were just to sustain and you know what happens, but having a structure and understanding what are you doing in terms of putting the exercises together, so then we can progress all the way to failure and get the results that we want. So again, this is how I've been structuring it and how I've been seeing insane results by putting the workouts together and doing them the right way, mixing hypertrophy with strength, and it's been working awesome. Just working also on adding more muscle groups and not adding extreme muscle groups. So that is my learning, how I need to make these programs to where I don't exceed my capabilities of doing things. So hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you got something out of this video, that programming your workouts, structuring your workouts is the way to go into seeing results. If you want to try some of the workouts that I have for the programs, for the weekly and the monthly, that is in the website, in the link below. Here we have the weekly Business Pro is a 4 times per week, and the monthly as well. So we have that full body splits, and then the body ignition, which is templates, basically just the regular workouts with a little bit of training methods and styles, different ones. So you can join the app and do them if you like to. I haven't thought about putting my own workouts here on the app, but if there's a lot of requests to follow what I'm doing, then I will be happy to put them into the app so you can follow them. So thank you so much for checking the Ignacio Sports, the YouTube channel. Give me a like, subscribe. Let's go. Let's ignite your body.